Um, why can I not capture audio? There we go. Okay. And how do I do that? There's some weird audio in this one. Sure. I'll do. I also don't know what this game is about, but I saw it mentioned. I saw it on my feed on YouTube. I didn't watch the video because I don't know. It just looked like it had an interesting art style. This is an old Flash game. Oh, I need to change my stuff. Looming. Don't even know what kind of a genre this game is. January, my love. I have entered this new place called Looming for the first time. It's said to be a dead place, abandoned by everything but time and shadows. I will see what I can learn here, then return to you as swiftly as I can. Looming. Indeed. What the fuck? Okay, I could not stay today. It was all too much for me, January. The dark ground and the dry, towering geology. I will return another day, after steeling myself with your presence. Yours, September. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. Orbabone 1. This is a long tail bone that appears to be reptilian in origin. Its irregular density suggests that it was broken at some point, then fully healed. Extrapolating from bone structure in similar smaller reptiles, the tail must have been at least 10 feet long. What the fuck? Okay. What is that? What is that? What is that? What are you? Okay. Oh god, I'm past. what is this thing? This is like whatever this thing is. It's on like the like all of the advertising and stuff on itch. I think this was on itch. I don't remember. I got it ages ago. Okay, what is you? Nothing. Ah. Bone 2. This is a right rear thigh bone, seemingly from a large four-legged mammal. It is hollow, like that of a flying creature, but very sturdy to support large weight. A faint sheen to the surface indicates that this creature could metabolize metal to reinforce its skeleton. Okay. Oh. Path Ring 2. This is a mindfulness ring of Lorum design. It was lying beside a washed out portion of path. Engraved inside is logic. She determines truth and falsehood. Through her, we reduce complexity to simplicity, and we ward against the dangers of unsound and invalid thought. May our minds be ever pure and keen, and may our emotions never lead our thoughts astray. Shattered diagram. You found a piece of clay with markings on it. It seems to be part of a diagram. Path Ring 3. This is a mindfulness ring of Lorum design. It was in the dirt near a large dome. Engraved inside is biology. She directs the functioning of our bodies and of all bodies. Through her, we live and exist and breathe. May we always be thankful for her gifts, and may we treat our flesh with the care it deserves. Can I go in here? This door opens only to those with the grasp of the sciences. Lorum Tablet 2. When we arrived here in Looming, the Seacher had already built one of their huge machines. One of us asked them how it worked. They could tell us what part did what, but not of the theory behind it. They are a strange people, the Seacher. Instead of understanding a problem, they just build a machine attachment to fix it. Yeah, I don't want to walk off into the abyss just yet. I want to follow the path. Lorum Tablet 3. In the early days of Looming, some of us tried to teach the Seacher of the principles, but they said if they could not see it or feel it, it was not real. We tried to show them the principles, but they said we were simply showing them toys and simple machines. Check the diagram. If some pieces of diagram, it's not clear what it represents. Path Ring 5. It was beside an upright stone hoop. Buried inside is physics. She commands the movement of all things, that they fall to the ground or move across the earth. Through her, we may see the infinite glory hidden in white light, or the calmness in a pendulum swing. May we never forget the complexity that lurks beneath simplicity. Bone 3. This is a forearm bone that shows qualities of both mammalian and avian origins. It is exceptionally long and marked with pits that suggest long flight feathers. This bone could have been part of a pair of wings that spanned over 15 feet. Okay, well I have the physics ring now, so I'm going to go back to the dome. Booble, 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 booble. Is this gonna open now? Grasp of the sciences. Okay, so do we need every ring? I guess I do. Okay, that's fine. It was to one side of a ruined colonnade. I don't know what that means. Engraved inside is psychology. She organizes our minds, determining how we think and feel. Through her, we know the glory of sadness and the terror of pride. May we heed the warnings of our heart and keep away the cold apathy of progress without passion. So is this the edge of the world? It must be. So I can't just, like, wander off into forever. The teacher were very confused when the first wisps of the epiphany began to fall. They thought it was appearing from nowhere, but strangely they are not disturbed or alarmed by the mental effects it has. They say that knowing what will be merely means that they need not waste effort on building anymore. Fair, I guess? There's nothing there. Ah. Oh, another shattered diagram. So, this is obviously some kind of code. With tally in hand, step through our gateway. With tally in hand? Oh, hello. Tally bead 6. This is a tally bead of Seacher design. Okay. Marked with a symbol of 32s. It was found near a large device shaped like a triangular gateway. It is made from solid pearl, unmarred except for the holes that let it be threaded into a string. Okay. Seacher rod. Strange things like cobwebs began appearing today. The orb monster said they were the epiphany. Touching them gave us visions of the past and the future, a flash of insight like the inspiration for a machine design. The Lorem do not trust what they cannot calculate, so they are very upset. At least one of them has collapsed in shock. Oh wow, hello. This is a skull roughly 3 feet in length. The front of the skull is extended in a long, strong beak with the teeth rooted in the jaw. The owner of the skull had enormous brain capacity and excellent sense of smell, and was omnivorous. Another diagram. Some Lorem youths came by today asking about a machine. When we explained how it worked, they asked how each piece worked, and so on, until we could only throw up our hands in frustration. They are like children, in a way, asking why repeatedly until the parent is fed up and stomps away. So that is linked to one of these. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, there. Okay, I'm assuming I almost have the whole thing. Yeah, I do. I only have one piece left. But I don't know what it does yet. Okay. I spoke with one of the Lorem today. I heard of the false beings, but I asked her details. She spoke of physics, who controls how everything moves, and of logic, who can tell all truth from all falsehood. And of biology, who guides our bodies, and psychology, who guides our minds. The Lorem are very strange. That's all of the ones that I found. So there's 2 more that aren't listed there. Oh, another tally bead. There's a tally bead of Seacher design marked with a symbol for 8s. was found near a large decaying device on stilts with a snail-like structure on top. It is blown glass. Hello, the delicate blue helix. What is this? Despite the strangeness, the Lorem are pleasant neighbors. They often invite us to their gatherings, though the food is simple, it is good. We've all learned to choose conversation topics that avoid their nonsense. Weather and mechanics are bad. Children and the strangeness of Looming are better. Oh, hello. Many have come to the Looming. When I first arrived, this looks like a penis. When I first arrived, there were signs of earlier settlement, but those traces have crumbled to dust by now. Everyone leaves, but I will stay until my end. East of the second hidden signpost is another, at the base of a spire. What? How do I know which one is the second? Orba Bone 4. This is a complex bone that bears a similarity to both an avian shoulder blade and to one half of a mammalian hip bone. It is sturdy but very light, and appears to be able to support a third pair of limbs between the forelimbs and the hind limbs of a large creature, I'm guessing wings. Tally 1. This is a tally bead of Seacher design marked with a symbol for ones. It was found near the path intersection. It is made of near a path intersection made of copper and engraved with subtle waves and stylized fish. Am I back at the start? I am. But I know what I'm looking for now. Pathwing 1. This is Mindfulness Ring of Lorem design. It was found beside the path near the southern wall of the Looming site. Engraved inside is chemistry. She guides mixtures and solutions, the flames of all colors and the gases we breathe. Through her, we may break apart what seems permanent and rejoin it in new forms. May we refine ourselves in the same way. Tally 3. This is a tally bead of Seacher design marked with a symbol for 4s. It was found near a large arcing stone formation. It is beaten gold and it is decorated with a flame pattern. I wonder if the actual descriptions of the items will matter. Telebead 5. This is a telebead of Seacher design marked with a symbol for 16s. It was found on the edge of the Seacher territory. Wait, what? There's a territory? It is polished wood with a gear-like inlay of darker material. Interesting. This is the edge of Seacher territory. This is a tally bead of Seacher design marked with a symbol for 2s. It was found at the edge of a ruined mechanical area. It is silver and etched with a sharp-edged frost-like pattern. Oh. Seacher Rod 1. A group of people arrived today. They call themselves the Lorem. Okay, so the Seacher came first. They seem to revere strange beings who do not exist, with names like logic and physics and chemistry. They claim these beings make them smart, but they cannot even build simple machines. They spend much of their time discussing these fairy tales. Okay, so the Seacher came first, maybe. They at least came before the Lorem. Lorem Tablet 1. Our neighbors, the Seacher, are strange people. They do not believe in the sky. We have pointed to it, drawn pictures, even used arguments of logic, and they refuse to admit it exists. They spend their days never looking above the horizon, never seeing the stars. Oh? Oh, I have all the tally beads. The Seacher would not see the sky, January. I pity them. For how barren Looming is, the sky here is as beautiful as any I have ever seen. Perhaps you will be able to join me sometime. We can discuss it when I get home. Yours, September. Okay. So I found 2 of the portals. Interesting. On tablet 6, the Seacher have packed up to leave Looming. Oh. Since they saw that they were going to leave, they had no reason to say. With this baffling explanation, they left, taking with them the hearts and other useful pieces of their great machines. The epiphany, it seems, was merely an inconvenience to them. Strange. I'll go around the edge, see if I can find anything. Oh. If you have unearthed all of my messages, then a portal sits to the south. An epiphany is coming. I remember it. What will it make you remember? That is one of the few mysteries still masked to me. Portal to the south? I'm assuming it won't be open, because I haven't collected all of the messages. But that is important to note. Oh. Okay, I won't go in there yet. Oh. It depicts 4 labeled circles with corresponding directions. That? 4 labeled circles with corresponding directions. I'm not sure what that means. It was near a collapsed arch over a path, engraved inside is mathematics. She ties and divides, separating the nothingness from the endless with an infinity of numbers. Through her we may count all things and understand the colossal and the tiny. May we measure all things with clarity and never falter in our equations. Okay, I'm gonna go to that portal now. As we prepare to leave, I have learned the Lorem are moving on as well. The Epiphany said they would, but the Lorem would not believe it and refused to go. But their stress and confusion proved too much, it seems. They are moving on to a place where what they see as impossible does not occur. Interesting. The Epiphany made everyone leave. The feet are tired, January. It feels as if I've traipsed all through this place, with its rough paths and barren wastes, a broad area, yet still so small. There is an entire world outside the fence, but I, with the remnants of these people, am penned in a much smaller universe. You, though, are my true universe. Welcome me warmly when I arrive. Yours, September. Okay, now I think I have all of the sciences. Wait. Was that a different intro text? Genuine, my love, I forgot to water the garden before I left. Would you check to make sure the plants are doing well? Oh, I should be reading all of those. Yeah. Okay, where was the dome? I don't remember. Somewhere around here, I think. It'll be in the Lorem territory. I think it's here. Yeah. The faith of Lorem is something I envy, January. They believe so strongly, more strongly than I believe in anything. Anything except my love for you. Now I make my pilgrimage back to your arms, may it be short. Coming to Looming again and again wears on me. My clothing will always bear traces of the dust here, I fear. My shoes will always bear its soil. My nose will always itch with the smell of bones. Oh, I have all of the suture rods as well. I wonder where I use those. What the fuck? Bring my bones together here and you'll be shown a new way. I don't know if I want to. Is there anything to collect here? Not that I can see. Interesting. Well, I know where that is now. It would be cool if there was some kind of map. Oh. The Sieger are very brave, but perhaps foolhardy. A group of them has built a machine to try and capture the Orber. They do not understand that the Orber flies. But they know enough to put the machine on tall stilts. We do not think that Sieger will succeed. Our calculations suggest very low chances. Oh shit. There's a small wrist bone, the shape remarkably like that of the human wrist bone, but roughly twice the size. Its structure suggests that the hand of this animal had an opposable thumb. Oh, there we go. Okay. The epiphany occurs here. It is natural to Looming, as far as I know. It is like snow or wind. It comes, it lingers, it fades away, and it makes you know your future. Stand between the two gears, elsewhere, and travel north to another hidden signpost. Oh. Stand between the two gears and travel north. I have everything. I just need to find those signposts. think I've gone all around the edge now. Yep. Okay, so I think I need to trigger this actually. We have to follow these, maybe? These pillars? Not sure. Okay, between two gears. There? And then travel north? Ah! I've been in Looming for a long time. I've seen many epiphanies, and I have seen far into the future. This place never keeps its visitors, they always leave. To the east, where the path is just out of sight, a signpost hides. I remember my death, and your arrival. I remember you reading these signs. I recall my bones growing dry and bleached in the dust. Follow the spires to the northeast. Between the final two is the last hidden signpost. But I think I still need to do the first one. I need to remember where it was. I think it was somewhere on the west. I remember what the place looks like. Was it around here? It was here. Yeah. Oh, wait. East of the second hidden signpost. So there's another one. Shit. Ah, here. The Cetra were workers and explorers. They saw me as a threat and attacked me. I admire their fierce tenacity. They saw no point in remaining after the Epiphany showed them their departure. Another signpost hides to the north between the two metal floor panels. The Cetra were workers and explorers. They saw me as a threat and attacked me. So, are these written by the beast? Maybe? I'm just curious as to how you're supposed to find that first one. I've nerfed all my messages, then a portal sits to the south. An epiphany is coming, I remember it. What will it make you remember? That is one of the few mysteries still matter to me. I think I know where it is. There's like a weird structure made of those pillars. I think it's there. Yeah, here. Huh? Is there another thing I need to find? Oh no. Maybe I need to do the bones. Maybe the bones is where this, like, quest begins. Or not. The Orba knew it would die. And when? It knew to the hour and the second. Why would you want to know the same, January? Would it make you cherish every moment more, or stain the time you had left with grief? I cannot say myself. All I know is that I would continue coming home to you, as I do now. Your September. So... I hope you found the present I left behind. Oops, I didn't read it. So I need to... Maybe if I travel in a direction from here. Ah! The Lorem came here out of some trouble in their original home. I did not ask, and they did not offer. They were friendly but flighty. They fled Looming in an existential terror. To the west, a signpost is hidden off the end of a path. Wait, but how are you supposed to find that one? Maybe north from here? I have lived in Looming for a long time, but I was not born here. I will die here, however. Further south, past a cluster of spires, you'll find a second hidden signpost. Oh god, okay. Let's try going east. Nope. There's gotta be a really obvious one that's like, this is the start of this. Nope. Only direction left is north. Welcome, visitor. The time I have left here is brief, so I will dispense with courtesy. I wish you to visit and learn. South of here is a patch of rough ground. Look in the center for a hidden signpost. Okay, so this is definitely the first one. Because it's not hidden. I have lived in Looming for a long time, but I was not born here. I will die here, however. The Lorum came here after some trouble in their original home. I did not ask, and they did not offer. They were friendly but flighty. They fled Looming in existential terror. So, whoever's writing these posts came here first, were born here. No, they were not born here, they will die here? Is that what it said? The teacher were workers and explorers. They saw me as a threat and attacked me. I admire their fierce tenacity. They saw no point in remaining after the Epiphany showed them their departure. So it was the signpost guy, which might be the Orbor, and then the Lorem, and then the Seacher. Many have come to Looming. When I first arrived, there were signs of earlier settlement, but those traces have crumbled to dust by now. Everyone leaves, but I will stay until my end. East of the second hidden signpost is another at the base of the spire. Wait, east of the second? Wait. Is that east of this one? I don't think it is. East of the second. Interesting. Yeah, that's down here somewhere. That's the second one. Huh. The Epiphany occurs here. It is natural to Looming, as far as I know, and it's like snow or wind. It comes, it lingers, it fades away, and it makes you know your future. Stand between the two gears, blah 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 blah. This is some interesting lore. Wait, what was that? What? I don't know what that means. Deal with that later. I've been in Looming for a long time. I've seen many epiphanies, and I've seen far into the future. This place never keeps its visitors. They always leave to the east, where the path is just out of sight. This is weird. I remember my death and your arrival. I remember you reading these signs. I recall my bones growing dry and bleached in the dust. I follow the spires to the northeast. So is this the Orbor? I feel like this is the Orbor, but I'm not sure. If you have unearthed all of my messages, then a portal sits south. An epiphany is coming. I remember it. What will it make you remember? That is one of the few mysteries that still master me. So am I about to have the epiphany? I've experienced an epiphany. Okay. Dear January. I've seen time spread out before me like a ribbon, and I could see the end of it. Not the end of me. I know only of my time in Looming. And I know that the end of it will not be the end of me, nor of us, as far as I can see. We are as one, but I never needed prophecy to know that. I come home tonight. I have seen myself leaving. Yours, September. Okay. Sometimes I think it would be best to bring you along when I go to Looming. But it would be heresy, I think, to put your brilliance among this desolation. Heresy against you and against this place. Okay, what else? I need to do this. Okay, I think this might be the lights. Wait, this one needs to be facing up. This one needs to be facing down. This needs to be facing bottom right. And this needs to be facing top left. Yeah! Big brain. Mystery January is what drives us forward. We seek answers to questions and new questions to ask. When we see a symbol, we wonder what it means. When we see a hill, we want to see what is on the other side. You are a mystery to me, January, a collection of mysteries. There is nothing I adore more than unraveling them. I will make more progress soon when I arrive home. Yours, September. Okay, so I've got two more. I remember the illustrations in the book we looked at together. They were so warm, so vibrant. The colours glowed on the page. I would not take such colours to illustrate Looming. Bleached paper and grey ink is enough. So I've done this one, I've done this one, I've done this one, and I've done this one. It's just these that I haven't done. But I don't know where to put them. Nope. I've already done that. Nope. Already done that. I'm really not sure where else to go. This is the dome, I think. I think? No, this isn't the dome. I don't know what this is. I'm looking for pillars. This is the dome. So the pillars will say, you know, this opens when you have all these things. I'm so curious about this thing. really don't know. Already done that. That's a pillar. I think. Oh, it's not. Already done that one. I might be a little bit stuck. I'm really curious about this thing. I felt like that had to be something, but I guess not. And and what is this thing? This feels important. But there's nothing here. Am I missing something? As I stand in Looming, it's difficult to imagine you living your life, but where things are alive and touched by your warmth. I am a fool, perhaps, to spend my time in this wasteland instead of by your side. Please forgive my foolishness. Maybe I just have to keep leaving and joining Looming? Get through all of that dialogue? Because I don't know if it's just like random dialogue taken from a file. I could not stay today, it's all too much for me, January. The dark ground and the dry towering geology. I'll return another day after stealing myself with your presence. Your September. Another visit to Looming, but my thoughts were always of you. I will be home again soon, my darling. Think of me until then. I don't get it. This is such a weird experience because the story and the factions, the Alorum and the Seacher and the Orbor, and like January and September, it's like really like surreal and it has a lot of depth, But then the sound effects, just like a guy with a microphone. Let me out. I wonder if there is a way out. That would be interesting. There's like a gap in the fence. Oh, wait, what? The northeast star shines south. What? Wait. Wait. Is that another way to do that puzzle? If this one said the southeast star shines northwest. The southeast star shines north. Oh. Okay. That is different. So does that mean there are two solutions to that puzzle? Southwest shines east. Okay, I'm gonna put the ones in I have now. For the sake of doing it properly, I am going to find the other one instead of just brute forcing it. West. Even the dead tell stories, January. Among the rubble and ashes of the bones and the watching spires, there are glimmers of knowledge and secrets that show what was and will be. That is Looming, January. A snapshot of the end of time, a place for remembering and discovering. I love you, January. I hope that we will be remembered in the same way that Looming remembers those who briefly stopped here. I hurry home. Yours, September. Okay, but where's the second one? I assumed that would be, like, ending 2, and then the last one would be the last one that you get. But no, another visit to Looming, my thoughts are always with you. Okay, so that is one that I've seen before. Which means it probably has nothing to do with that. That also means that I think these, like, messages aren't important. Which is fair. They're, you know, they're just lore. What else? I'm very curious if there's a way to get out. There's probably not. But I can't think of anything else. Yeah, I don't think this is it. It really looks like you'd be able to get out through the corners, but you can't. Okay, so I gotta just run around some more. Alright. There's gotta just be something obvious that I've missed. There's this. I don't know what this is. It doesn't seem to be anything. I guess there are a lot of just structures that don't actually do anything. Okay. Okay, so that's where I am now. Did I ever go this way? Yes. You know, I might have to look it up. Because I have no idea what I'm missing. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, I'll look it up. Oh. Wait, what? You just have to spend more than a minute and then go back to the first one? I spent much time in January, but it seems as if I had made little progress. To be sure, I have seen new things, catalogued new facts, but I feel as if I have resolved no great issues this time. Perhaps next visit I'll be home soon. Yours, September. Notes. The concept for Looming came to me at the 2010 Game Developers Conference in San Francisco. During one of the lectures at the Independent Gaming Summit, the note in my notebook reads, Looming, atmospheric, moody game with tiny PC and huge architecture. The images in my head were of a dark environment, misty and mysterious, with huge looming shapes scattered around a barren plain. The original concept was for an exploration game, with perhaps more puzzles than ended up in the final product. The story came a bit later. I knew I wanted the discovery of artifacts to play a large role, and so there needed to be a culture to leave the artifacts behind. Post-apocalypse is overplayed in video games, so I decided that the culture had simply moved on, been forced to leave for another place. Somehow, one culture became two, and I wanted an interesting duality between them. Instead of being divided between science and mysticism, the Sitcha and the Loram are divided between pragmatic intuition and theoretical analysis. They each hold beliefs that our culture would find rather strange. The recurring theme in Looming is indirect learning, finding out about someone through roundabout means. The player character, September, is learning of the inhabitants of Looming through what they leave behind. The only writings about the Loram are from the outside perspective of the Sitcha, and vice versa. The Orbor can leave messages directly, but it's dead by the time September arrives. The Epiphany, a strange psychoclimactic event, provides knowledge without a source, and the player only knows about September through the letters to September's love, January. I tried to make the graphical style of Looming very distinctive. I have a certain fascination for one-bit colour. There was some fantastically primitive art done in games like Transylvania and various early Macintosh titles. Looming uses patterned dithering for its black and white sprites. The result reminds me of old woodcuts, while still being definitively digital. I cheated a bit on certain effects, clouds, shadows, and alpha fades to mean that Looming is not a fully one-bit game. The sound of Looming is entirely Foley, homemade, recorded and processed in an attempt to sound a bit otherworldly. Many of the sounds are heavily processed versions of my voice. Really? I couldn't tell. The drones and odd chants and the ambience are simply the word looming said in various ways. Then reversed and processed to make them a bit stranger. some noises, like the birds and the footsteps and me fiddling with stuff on my desk. Those are birds? The world in Looming is designed to lead the player to important locations. I did my best to add rough patches or faded paths that guide the item towards places where items can be found, with the exception of the secret signposts at the corners of the world. Every collectible object should be near a landmark and tied to the main path by these little scenery hints. So here's a map. Feature Lorem. Yeah, that makes sense. I got more serious with my development process during Looming, thanks in large part to my fiancé and project manager, Melissa Avery. I used bog bugs and issue tracking web application, track and estimate the tasks involved in the last half of development. I also decided to spend more time on polish and spy the IGS keynote. I don't know what that is. I watched as I developed Looming's initial concept. This is, I think, my most polished game to date. Looming has many inspirations, but two in particular, Myst and the most prominent game featuring learning about the abandoned place for exploration. Yuminiki is a free game that plays very similarly to Looming, but is harder, larger, and much more surreal. Also indebted to the 1-bit color games to which Looming is a partial homage. I hope you enjoyed Looming. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, ludusnovus.net. That was very cool. That was not what I was expecting from this game. Very, very interesting. Huh. I really like the feature on the Lorem and the Orbor. With just that small amount of information about each faction, it just gives them so much personality. And that's very cool. Yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah. Firefox. That was a very fun stream. I really enjoyed these games. Probably not going to stream again anytime soon, as always. But yeah, that was good. Goodbye.